Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here's a princess. Princess of Swords. Okay. All right. We'll start with that. We're going to do our Dove and Serpent spread. And as I lay these cards out, ooh, wow, very nice. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments down below. I do read every comment. Okay. Continuing with the Dove and Serpent spread. These are very nice cards. Wow. Interesting. Very cool. We're going to do a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I love this deck. I don't use it as often as I should, so I've been trying to incorporate it more for the mystery card. I think it does a fine job as the mystery card. We're going to leave that right there. We're not going to look at it until the end. Okay. And hopefully that'll tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need right at the end of the reading. So, we've got major. We've got, wow, that's really, I love the majors that we have today. We've got some water, we've got some air and some earth, we've got some water and some fire and some earth. So, pretty balanced. Pretty good balance. We start out with this Princess of Swords, though. I don't know yet if this is another person that's in your life right now that might be involved in this situation you've got going on this week. I feel like this is you trying to get something going, right? I feel like you have a lot of plans for the season, right? The coming season, at least in the northern hemisphere here, we are getting into spring, right? Summer is right around the corner. I almost feel like you're trying to prepare for, the next few months, the seasons for spring and summer, or fall and winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. You're trying to get things together, like maybe you are, you want to start getting your soil and your pots and your seeds ready. You're going to start doing the garden, or you're going to start doing repairs or renovations around the home, or it's time for you to clear out the basement and have a garage sale, or something like that. It's kind of this time of year. You're ready to get into it. You're ready to get started on these kinds of projects, right? I feel like you've been fighting something off, right? If we look at this card, it's kind of like like you have something that you're holding on to, and you're trying to prevent somebody else from taking it. You're trying to just fight somebody else away. I almost wonder, because of the other cards that we see here, if you've dealt with a bit of a cold, maybe an injury or an illness recently. I get this sense that you're trying to fight off a cold or something, Like you want to get started with these projects, but something is threatening to get in the way of that. And you're like, you better stay away, you better not come anywhere near me, because I'm about ready to start doing my projects, my work, my, whatever, if it's the gardening or the renovations, or preparing for the fall and winter seasons that are coming if you're on the southern half of the world. But I feel like you're not really in that illness or injury yet. You know what I mean? It might not be an injury or illness now that I'm thinking about it. We've got this pesky Prince of Cups. Now, I don't know why. There's always a bad vibe with the Prince of Cups. It's a water sign person, I think. And maybe they're going to end up being the person that gets you sick. Okay? Could be that. But I feel as if maybe we should hold them this way. I feel as if you're trying to fight that person off. And now this could represent the injury or the illness that's kind of threatening. This could be, you know, the cold virus or whatever that's, you know, I'm thinking of like a commercial or something where they animate the cold virus as these little goblins. I feel like you're trying to fight that away. This could be another person in your life that maybe it's kind of has the potential to distract you from the work that you're doing or to delay these projects that you want to focus on. Okay? Now, it doesn't literally have to be gardening or home renovations or garage sales or anything. Maybe that's just what I'm looking forward to. But I see the other cards around here that are telling me that you're working on something, putting something together, getting something started. It could be a spiritual practice. It could be a new diet, a new workout routine, something health related. It could be something outdoors, new projects, new hobbies, new activities. It could just be generally getting geared up for the coming seasons. Now, of course, I'm in the northern hemisphere, so I'm thinking summer's right around the corner. I can't wait. Swimming, beach days, and just being outdoors, being in the warm sunlight, you know. But I feel like whatever this Prince of Cups is, we're fighting that away, because that is just like, as soon as we're about to get started, here comes that Prince of Cups, and we're like, you better stay away from me, because I'm trying to get going on this stuff, and I don't need you messing up my plans. And this could just be a cold, we're fighting off a cold or something like that. It could be a person, though. Could be. So we have the 9 of Pentacles here crossing your path too. So this could be something like the seeds that we're trying to get in the ground, right? The more we're struggling with this water sign person, this Prince of Cups, the more we are delaying getting these seeds in the ground. Could be literal seeds, but they could be metaphors too, okay? Don't get too stuck on the gardening thing. Whatever seeds we are trying to plant, whatever foundations we're trying to get built for these projects, for the next few months of our lives, these things that we're trying to do, we're trying to get the first seeds planted, right? We're trying to get some of the foundation, some of the initial legwork done for this. But we're struggling with this. I mean, if you look at the cards on the overhead, the Princess of Swords is just trying to fight off this Prince of Cups, trying not to lose their footing, what they are kind of holding on to and what they're trying to work on. But they're trying to keep this Prince of Cups away, because we're trying to plant these seeds, literal or figurative seeds. Okay? And up above everything, we see the Empress. I like the Empress. The Empress could really go well with this gardening kind of analogy, this metaphor, because she represents, in a sense, she represents springtime. You know, things are starting to grow and blossom. We're planting these seeds that are going to eventually bear fruit. We're getting started on these projects that are eventually going to be something amazing for us, very productive, very fulfilling, very meaningful, very pleasurable. We're maybe planning our activities for the coming season, right? And this is what we want to do. We want to make sure that we do what we need to now in these beginning stages, so that in a month or 2 or 3, we're going to have what we want. Things are going to come to fruition, whether it's literal fruit and vegetables or flowers, or these activities that we're trying to get started on, start planning, start kind of getting the money saved up for, or sending the invites around, or starting to plan out the garage sale or the home renovations, or maybe there's a big move, something, right? Something that you're working on for the next few months. And if we don't start on it now, we're gonna miss the growing season, right? And we may not attain this fruition that we're looking for. So this is what we're aspiring to. This is what's on our mind. We don't need this water energy messing up our plans. Could be a literal water sign person. Okay, might be a Cancer. I'm kind of feeling Cancer on that. But at the same time, they kind of have a Scorpio vibe. Because I feel like, and nothing against Scorpios, okay, or Cancers, I'm a Cancer. I feel like they just have like some selfish motives, whatever that is. It could be the cold virus or flu virus, right? But it could be a water sign person that we know that it's just kind of coming around and we're just like, look, I don't want to get involved right now. I'm working on something. Okay. Down beneath everything is the Two of Discs. You are working on something. This is you literally churning up soil. Right? This is literally you planting these seeds, these 9 discs, planting them in this soil under the ground. Okay. So you're working on things now that are going to have certain results that I don't know if this is gardening, okay? Maybe you'll leave me some comments and let me know in which direction this is or what exactly is resonating for you. If it is gardening and outdoor activities and planting and building, or if there's something a little bit more abstract like planning, vacations or activities, something. I feel like it's something around the home, though. You know what I mean? This is you literally doing this. You have to do this work now in order to have the fruits later, right? In the next few months, or when summer gets here, then things are going to happen the way you're planning. But you've got to get these seeds in the ground, right? And they need their sunlight. Okay, so this is the immediate future. This is the way forward. The way forward is you focused on health, for one thing, right? This is a restoration of your health and wellness, your well-being. Okay. So if this isn't an injury or an illness, perhaps, that's creeping up, this is you returning to a state of health, and this is what we need. Because this activity, these seeds, this garden, basically, needs you out there taking care of it, tending to it, providing it light and warmth and this solar energy, right? And this nurturing kind of vibe. But I like that this is in the position of the immediate future, because whatever this water is here, whatever this Prince of Discs is, if it's a person, if it's an injury or an illness, some sort of an interference, it's going to be done and over with. It's going to be resolved. It's not going to impact this garden that you're growing, that you're planting. So this is a very positive thing. And with this solar energy, with this sunlight that is you, and literal sunlight, I think, we're going to be in this really wonderful Six of Cups position. Now we're moving to the path of the Serpent now. And this is kind of a general energy. This is sunlight and water now. Right? You got the Six of Cups. The 6 represents a perfect balance and harmony of the water energy with the sun right in the center. The sun right in the center. Okay. And interestingly, the Six of Cups is ruled by the sun in Scorpio. So maybe this is a Scorpio person back here. And maybe your taking on this solar energy is really controlling this situation, right? You're really able to transform whatever this Scorpio influence is into something useful. You're not going to let it affect your garden, right? And we're going to have this really balanced and harmonious, this really resonating Six of Cups energy. And this is the ease by which you are now focused on watering this garden, okay? Still with the gardening metaphor, but it could apply to anything, really. we have to water, we have to nurture these plans so that in the next few months they will come to fruition. Okay? And this is the ease by which you're able to do that, because you've gotten a handle, you've gotten control over whatever this Prince of Cups influence was. You've now mitigated that interference. Okay? And you are able to focus on preparing, growing, watering, nurturing whatever these plans are that you have, whatever these seeds are. Okay? Could be seeds of business, home renovations, could be outdoor activities, could be a literal garden. Could be other relationships too that you are nurturing and trying to grow. Okay? Now, we see the world or universe card in your general environment. So this tells me, and this, all of these cards together really suggesting that these are projects you're doing around the home. These are either home renovations or the garden kind of thing. I'm really getting that sense of this is your environment, your space, your home. But we could take this in a larger context too and think this is the universe, this is the world. So, the world is our home. So these activities, this garden, could literally be anywhere, right? But it is something that you're doing to improve your environment or to improve the relationship with others, if these seeds are relationship seeds, or improve the beauty and abundance that's around you in some form. Okay, and this is also telling me that it's not an immediate thing. It's not just you're doing this today and you have the results today. This is you plant the seeds today and in a few months you have your cornucopia. Right? So it's kind of a delay. It's not an instant gratification. It's kind of a delayed thing. But that's why you start the work now, because you know it's going to take several months for everything to really blossom, right? And to come to fruition. Fear, worry, and concern. Water of fire, the Queen of Wands here. I don't know if this is a fire sign person in your life. I don't feel like it is. I feel almost as if this is your anticipation. Because what we see coming next, we start to build up this. We have patience, but we're starting to kind of lose it. We're getting really antsy, really eager for whatever this is to finally happen, right? We know it's going to take a few months to do it, so we're going to focus on nurturing and watering this garden, but we're starting to get really, really antsy for this to happen, for it to finally come together. We're getting a little bit impatient as time goes on. The closer we get to this cornucopia, this abundance, this harvest, the more restless we get. And I think this is your energy. This is that feeling of restlessness. This is the feeling that something is just about to explode into manifestation, and we have the Tower card next. This is what we're anticipating. This is what we're getting a little bit impatient for, right? And this is the bursting forth of excitement, the bursting forth of all of this activity, right? The breakthrough. It's all of these seeds. Finally, now the fruit is it's in abundance. It's all around you. These activities are taking place. This garden is lush and providing sustenance, fruit and vegetables and flowers and beauty. This is really the fiery rush of all of the Empress energy, right? The springtime energy, everything is now in such a frenzy. This is like, if this is springtime, this is the height of summertime, right? Everybody's in a frenzy. Everything is just bursting with activity and with life and with creation. And this is really the magic for you. You want to prepare all this stuff now so that you can have this later. This is your real reward, And I think that it's going to be here sooner than you think. We've got to get rid of this Prince of Cups, or get a handle on that situation so that you can focus on getting this stuff planted, getting your seeds in the ground. And I think it's going to be a very magical summer for you. Or winter if you're down in the southern half. Mystery card. What is the mystery card today? Oh boy. I don't know. I think it could be another Empress energy. I really don't know. I'm kind of excited to see what it is. It's the Chariot. It's the Chariot. Very cool. I'm kind of getting like an image of this chariot, but it's more like water skis, right? Like a ski boat kind of thing. I think that this really is the magic for you. You know, we said the magic was you planting the seeds now, and then in 3 months having this explosive burst of life and creation, and I can't pick up the card, of life and creation and activity and this frenzy, this magic that's happening. And I think that's what it's all about for you, because with this Chariot card, this is your participation in the magic of the seasons, in the magic of the world, right? Now again, this doesn't have to be a literal garden, but to see how you go from these initial planning stages to the activities themselves, right? This is like a ritual for you. I think it's something that you do year after year. It could be really the same type of activity, the same kind of vacation, or the same kind of, well, now we're going to clean out the basement and have the garage sale, or the house renovations, or the garden. I think it's something that you do kind of every year. It's how you kind of mark the seasons, right? And I feel like it has a very spiritual meaning for you. I feel like this is how you experience nature and God, goddess, deity, and the spiritual energy that's behind all of this magic that you're doing, you know? And I think that you have this instinct to defend this process against anything that may inhibit you or delay you from getting these seeds in the ground. And that's why you are so resistant to this Prince of Cups energy, right? Because you really value this time and this process that you're working on. And you won't let anyone interfere with that. I think that's very important. I think this is a really wonderful reading. Good confirmation. We're going to do an extended too. If you want to stick around, you can click on the link right up here. You can have access to all of the extended readings. This was your weekly reading, Virgo, on Dove and Serpent Tarot, and I want to thank you so much for letting me read for you.